Hello everyone, this is Dr. K. Jagannaki, Professor in MBA Department, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad. Today's topic is accounting concepts and accounting conventions. In the last session, we discussed about the meaning of financial accounting, what are the features, characteristics, and need for financial accounting, and what are the different types of statements of financial accounting. And today I want to focus on what are the accounting concepts and accounting conventions based on which every business organization they are going to follow the same rules and regulations while preparing their financial transactions. So after going through this topic, the learner will be able to understand the accounting concepts and conventions. Then let us start with the generally accepted accounting principles. In short, we used to call it as GAAP, GAAP, which is a widely accepted set of rules, conventions, standards, and procedures for reporting financial information as established by the Financial Accounting Standards Board are called generally accepted accounting principles. These are the common set of accounting principles, standards, and procedures that companies use to compile their financial statements. GAAP are a combination of standards set by policy boards and simply the commonly accepted ways of recording and reporting accounting information. GAAP is to be followed by companies so that investors have an optimum level of consistency in the financial statements they use when analyzing companies for investment purposes. GAAP cover such aspects like revenue recognition, balance sheet, item classification, and outstanding share measurements. Then coming to accounting concepts and conventions, the accounting information is published in the form of financial statements. The three basic financial statements are the profit and loss account that shows net business result, that is profit or loss for a certain period, and second one, the balance sheet, which exhibits the financial strength of the business as on a particular date, and third one, the cash flow statement that describes the movement of cash from one date to the other. As these statements are meant to be used by different stakeholders, it is necessary that the information contained therein is based on definite principles, concrete concepts, and well accepted conventions. Accounting principles are basic guidelines that provide standards for scientific accounting practices and procedures. They guide as to how the transactions are to be recorded and reported. They assure uniformity and understandability. Accounting concepts lay down the foundation for accounting principles. They are ideas essentially at mental level and are self-evident. These concepts ensure recording of financial facts on sound basis and logical considerations. So accounting conventions are methods or procedures that are widely accepted when transactions are recorded or interrelated. They follow the conventions. Many times, however, in terms of principles, concepts, and conventions are used interchangeably. If you see this diagram, accounting concepts refers to the basic assumptions, rules, and principles, the basis of recording business transactions and preparing accounts, everything based on the accounting concepts and conventions. Theory base of accounting. Basically, we used to categorize into three ways: basic assumptions, basic principles, modifying principles. So coming to basic assumptions, business entity concept, going concern concept, money measurement concept, and third one is actual concept. Basic principles, revenue realization concept, then matching concept, third one disclosure, financial disclosure concept, and fourth one is dual aspect, fifth one is verifiable objective, which is also known as evidence concept. So for everything we have to show this is the evidence, based on that we have prepared the financial statements. So that kind of evidence we should maintain. Then historical cost concept, balance sheet equation concept. So under balance sheet we used to check whether assets are equal to liabilities. Then modifying principles, we have materiality concept, consistency concept, conservatism concept, timeliness concept, industry practice concept. So coming to the basic assumptions, the first one is business entity concept. So as per this concept, the business is treated as distinct and separate from the individuals who own or manage it. So in the eyes of law, we used to treat the company as an artificial person. The owners are different and the company is different. So when recording business transactions, the important question is how will it affect the business entity? How they affect the persons who own it or run it or otherwise associated with it is irrelevant. Application of this concept enables recording of transactions of the business entity with its owners or managers or other stakeholders. For example, if the owner pays his personal expenses from business cash, this transaction can be recorded in the books of business entity. This transaction will take the cash out of business and also reduce the obligation of the business towards the owner, because whatever transaction made by the owner, that is for the purpose of his own business. The next one is going concern concept. The concept of going concern, it assumes that a business firm would continue to carry out its operations indefinitely for a fairly long period of time and would not be liquidated in the near future. So it's a continuous process. So business should be continuous. So that is the reason this type of concept is known as going concern concept. So it justifies the financial statements as a part of continuous series of statements. The current statements are tentative and only reflect the financial position of that particular period of time. Then third one is money measurement concept. The concept of money measurement states that only those transactions and happenings in an organization which can be expressed in terms of money, only that type of transactions we are going to record in the books of accounts. Non-monetary aspects, they never record in the books of accounts. The records of the transactions are to be kept not in physical units but in the monetary units. For example, if the company underwent major management overhaul, this would have no effect on the accounting records. This concept is actually one of the major drawbacks of accounting. The next one is the accounting period concept. Accounting period refers to the span of time at the end of which the financial statements of an enterprise are prepared to know whether it has earned profits or incurred losses during that period and what exactly is the position of its assets and liabilities at the end of the period. So generally we'll consider the financial year and the month of April. Then cost concept. The cost concept requires that all assets are recorded in the books of accounts at their cost price, which includes cost of acquisition, transportation cost, installation charges, and making the asset ready for the use. So everything related to cost, it should be recorded in the books of accounts. The next one is dual aspect. This concept states that every transaction has a dual or twofold effect on various accounts and should therefore be recorded at two places. The duality principle is commonly expressed in terms of fundamental accounting equation. Assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. For example, a business buys an asset worth 10,000 rupees. So now the fixed assets of the company will increase by 10,000. But at the same time, the bank or cash balance will reduce by 10,000. So the transaction will have a dual effect in accounting and also the balance sheet will stay balanced. So same transaction we are going to enter in two different places. One is the asset side, fixed account. Another one is cash account. So the same transaction we used to write in the books of journal or ledger posting if you say fixed account to cash account. So the same we used to maintain like this in the books of accounts. So that is known as dual aspect. The next one is realization concept. According to the realization accounting concepts, revenue is only recognized when it is realized. Now, revenue is the cash inflow for a business arising from the sale of goods or services, and we assume this revenue as realized only when it legally arises to be received. So, in simpler terms, the profit earned will be recorded when it is actually earned. That concept is known as realization concept. The next one is matching concept. This concept states that the revenue and the expenses of a transaction should be included in the same accounting period. So, to determine the income of a period, all the revenues and expenses, whether paid or not, must be included. So, the matching accounting concepts follows the realization concept. So, first the revenue is recognized and then we match the cost associated with the revenue. So, costs are matched with revenue. The reverse would be an incorrect system. So, we should not match cost with revenue, but revenue should be mapped with the cost associated with the revenue. The next one is full disclosure. This concept requires that all material and relevant facts concerning financial performance of an enterprise must be fully and completely disclosed in the financial statements and their accompanying footnotes. So complete information we should be able to furnish in the form of financial accounts. Then coming to accounting conventions. So all the 9 concepts, whatever we have discussed, they are known as accounting concepts and remaining be considered as accounting conventions. So accounting conventions refer to common practices which are universally followed in recording and presenting accounting information of the business entity. The consistency concept. Once the company decides on a certain accounting policy, it should not be frequently changed unless there is a statutory requirement or it allows better representation of the accounting policies should be consistent for long period of time. This allows users to make interfirm and inter-period comparisons. So also frequent changes in policies may be manipulate the accounts and this must be prevented. The next conservatism concept. This accounting concept promotes prudence in accounting. It states that profit should not be included until it is realized. However, losses even those not realized but with the remote possibility of occurring should be included in the financial statements. So all losses are recognized, those that have occurred are even likely to occur, but only realized profits are recognized. The next concept is materiality concept. Materiality states that all material facts must be a part of the accounting process, but immaterial facts, that is, insignificant information, should be left out. The materiality of a transaction will depend on its nature, value, and significance to the external user. If the information can affect a person's investing decision, then it is definitely a material fact. So whatever information we are providing in the form of final accounts, by analyzing that, even the investor will also able to assess the risk and return using that information. So then it will say it is materiality concept. The next concept is objectivity concept. This concept states the obvious assumption that accounting transaction recorded should be objective. It means that free from any bias of person recording it. Each transaction should be verifiable by supporting documents like vouchers, bills, letters, challans, certificates, invoices, etc. So either any of the person, whoever deals with the accounting, they need to get the similar types of evidences. They used to furnish the same type of information. So that is known as objectivity. The next, timeliness concept. So under this principle, every transaction must be recorded in proper time. Normally, when the transaction is made, the same must be recorded in the proper books of accounts. Otherwise, transaction should be recorded date-wise in the books. Delay in recording such transactions may lead to manipulations, misplacements of vouchers, misappropriation, etc. of cash and goods. So what happens if you are not able to record the transaction immediately after making the payment? We'll forget. As a result, we misplace the things. There will be some kind of manipulations that took place. To avoid that, the principle of timeliness is also followed by banks. Every bank verifies the cash balance with their cash book and within the day, the same must be completed. So we should not postpone it. The next, industry practice. As there are different types of industries, each industry has its own characteristics and features. There may be seasonal industries also. Every industry follows the principles and assumptions of accounting to perform their own activities. Some of them follow the principles, concepts, and conventions in a modified way. The accounting practice which has always prevailed in the industry is followed by it. For example, electric supply companies, insurance companies maintain their accounts in specific manner. Insurance companies prepare revenue account just to ascertain the profit or loss of the company and not profit and loss account. Similarly, non-trading organizations prepare income and expenditure account to find out surplus or deficit. So based on their purposes, based on their requirement and need, the organizations may also use different types of concepts and conventions. So this financial accounting accrual method in the previous session also have discussed. So how it is related to means whenever we are going to record the transactions, one should remember these two methods, accrual or cash method. It depends what type of organization it is. Based on that, people will select the appropriate method, accrual or cash method. So finally, once again, I want to reveal the four main financial statements are balance sheet, income statement, cash flow statement, statement of retained earnings, and few organizations they will also prepare funds flow statement, working capital statement. So it depends on the nature of the business. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.